This one is one from Lothar. And let me go ahead and get in here. Lothar has very affordable budget EDC knives. Let's go ahead and dive right in. We got this sort of carbon fiber looking zipper pouch. I believe the name on this one is the Spider. And this is interesting because it actually has like a Spider-Man looking milling on it. So that's an interesting touch. We'll check that out close in just a second. Paperwork, you know, another little carry baggie if you would, but that's pretty much the unboxing experience right there. Let's go 5x zoom here. So we got aluminum, right? Aluminum handles on this one, and it's got this milling going on, which absolutely looks like a spider web. So the name Spider is absolutely fitting for sure. This one's all blacked out, so maybe more like Venom sort of approach. But Lothar branding here on the pocket clip, which is deep carry and also reversible on the other side. Way to go, Lothar. They are really spicing up their designs more and more as time goes. We have thumb studs, and it looks like a good old plunge lock button lock. So here we go. Without further ado, let's go ahead and bam, deploy the Lothar Spider. And holy macaroni, guys, beautiful drop point blade with a tall full flat grind 14C 28N steel, everyone's favorite budget steel these days. And I gotta tell you, I mean, it's hard to argue that this is not a looker, right? That's a good looking blade right there, if you ask me. Right, obviously the milling is going to add some additional grip as well. How's the action? Action is pretty solid, you know, just as fidget friendly as any good old plunge lock button lock will be. So that's good. Thumb deployment, reverse flick all day. Also deploy from the button itself. We can absolutely do that. It's going to be on ball bearings, so very smooth action there for sure. Full 4-finger hammer grip all day, and we can forward choke a tad bit if we wanted to as well. No jimping on the blade. That might be about the only thing I would nitpick, but again, not a deal breaker in any way, more of a personal preference. Matching aluminum back spacer as well. That's a very nice recipe there for sure. And it almost looks like us. I don't see any hardware on the outside aside from the pocket clip screws, so it feels like these screws are actually holding the scale in place because they go all the way into the actual back spacer. So that's nice. No milling necessary on the inside. It's absolutely flat. That makes it super easy to clean the pocket lint and gunk that gets captured in there over time. And still a very lightweight knife. Like, this is very lightweight. So, but it being a plunge lock, button lock and all, let's go ahead and do the scientific whack test. I'm going to get finger safe here, right? Grip, and here we go. Okay, so that's an issue there. Okay, so let's try one more time. Okay, there we go. So it does fail the plunge lock, button lock test. I am actually doing it with a decent force. I'm not going out of my way to slam it down or anything. Just look at that, right? Again, let's just deploy it, and then here we go. There it is. So it fails the whack test. So for what it's worth, you know, draw your own conclusions there. I mean, unless you're doing something crazy like prying off something, you know, hanging off a cliff with your knife, and then you really want to rely on the locking system to save your life, maybe that might make a difference. But for everyday use, I mean, for what it's worth, we're mostly doing light tasks like, you know, cutting paper and cardboard here and there. I mean, it's not going to be an issue at all whatsoever. I do know you guys value the whack test for what it is, so there it is. Absolutely, let me know your thoughts on it. Is that a deal breaker for you? Yes or no? Let me know in the comment section down below. Hope you guys really enjoyed this one. If you made it to the end, you're the real MVP. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one, either this one or this one. Peace.